Welcome, I'm SD Kelly. Stay tuned to see how I made this rustic flower garden tub for Easter. To see more of my DIY videos, take a second to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified every time that I upload something new. First, I spray painted a metal trellis and garden planter from Dollar Tree in the color of linen white. Then I distressed my paint job with some fine grit sandpaper, just in some random places wherever I felt like doing it. To help make this look more antique and to bring out the distress marks, I rubbed some antique wax by Waverly over the bucket and over the trellis. I used a reusable cleaning cloth to help buff out some of the excess wax. I took a small paintbrush and applied some more wax over the letters of this metal planter. I try to keep my waxing brushes and my paintbrushes separate, but sometimes I have gotten them mixed up in the past, and honestly, nothing really happened. That was terrible. I suppose there's just a lot more freedom when you're distressing something as opposed to restoring it. This might seem a bit crazy, but all I had were these spices that are a good quality in my cupboard that are cinnamon and turmeric that I'm sprinkling on for some frosting effect. So note to myself to pick up some cinnamon and turmeric next time I'm at Dollar Tree and to not use my good spices, because I'm sure this project doesn't care if they're organic or not. I'm using the antique wax to work as glue to hold the spices in place and let them set to appear like rust, but you can use brown paint as well. And then I will take the damp part of the cloth and then just wipe off and buff out some of the excess spices. Alongside with this project, I have started another one where I created some galvanized metal-looking tins out of plastic from Dollar Tree and also applied some of this fake rust using this very same technique. I'll be sure to put an iCard link up at the top corner there and to also include a video link in my description. Also, you can follow me and tag me with related content on Instagram. My profile name there is SaggyCat, after a sweet cat named Sagittarius. There is something so therapeutic about distressing something. I don't know what it is, but I really enjoy it. Probably because of the artistic freedom that comes with making something look aged and rustic. There are no strict rules or limitations as there would be as when you're restoring something. I applied the same technique of creating artificial rust to the trellis as I did the flower tub so everything would match. On the reverse side of this tub, I'm using a little bit of a different technique as far as my brush strokes go. And I'm doing a lighter version of the other side, and I'm just wanting to see which one I would like best. Both sides will go together, but I'm going to put the side I like best in the front. I took an ordinary white piece of chalk that you could get from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going around creating various stages of discoloration. This step is completely optional, of course, and you could also take some white chalk paint and just kind of lightly whitewash it too as well in various places to create the same effect, which will be subtle but can make a big difference in a way. I put as much floral foam in this tub as I could, and I wanted to leave a little bit of space because I wanted to put some rocks, mostly in the front, to add a little bit of weight so that the trellis, when it's added later, doesn't cause this tub to tip backwards. I also tried to separate the more interesting looking stones for future projects. It was at this point in the project that I decided to add legs to the tub, and I painted and distressed them the same way as I did the tub and the trellis, and I'll be attaching these on with some industrial strength magnets. Now, if I had it to do all over again, and if I wasn't being lazy, I would just bolt these down with some nuts and bolts that you can get at a simple hardware store. But I don't feel like starting all over with putting all the foam and rocks in, so I'm going to go ahead and start the arrangement, and I'm pretty confident that this will hold up at least until I make a new arrangement for summer. To create these legs, I just used some garden hooks that you can get in the tool section at Dollar Tree. In the back of the tub, I started putting in some pussy willow, cherry blossoms, and some dogwood, and then I wanted to put some contrasting yellow wildflowers. I'm putting the tall flowers in the back. These pink flowers left over from Valentine's Day, I'm just putting in the middle and fanning them out. I only have one bouquet of them, but I wanted to put some pink in the back. Some trimming down of the taller plants may be required to have them fit at the right height. I wanted some fern leaves to sprout out from the side, but I'm looking at this shabby looking bouquet and I'm like, really? So anyway, I decided they work better as individual leaves. And I just pulled them off and then cut some wire stems off from previous floral bouquets where I had trimmed the flowers off of them. And I stuck the fern leaves on there, and I'm just putting them in as separate pieces. I'm also using some spare onion grass from previous projects. I wanted to add some dark lavender flowers toward the back to have more contrasting elements, and the stems weren't tall enough, so I had to tie them on to other stems that I had cut off in previous arrangements. I tied them on with just some simple jute twine. I didn't glue them, and it's all going to be concealed. Of course, you can always use the green floral wire as well. I'm just adding some simple onion grass and some recycled stems from previous arrangements where I cut the flowers off of them just to fill it in and to add some more greenery. I want this arrangement to look very thick. But I think I'll pass on this Christmas sticker tag. Before this arrangement should get too thick, you'll want to go ahead and add some moss of your choice in between and around the stems. So now I'm introducing this bunny trellis that I made to look like fake galvanized metal with some fake rust, and I'm putting it right in the middle of the arrangement. I want this bunny to be surrounded by flowers, much like you would see a bunny rabbit out in nature. This bunny trellis was made in my last upload video, and I'll put a link in the description below. Now I'm just adding the finishing touches with these Easter floral picks from Dollar Tree, some wildflowers from last year, and some fake blades of grass made from cut-offs of zip ties that I had painted. I often will make fake flowers or grass from pieces of scrap plastic. To complete this arrangement, I'm adding this adorable metal hummingbird pinwheel that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I also made this really festive, cute Easter bow, and I'll have a tutorial coming up soon on how I made these. And here it is. And what do you think of those legs that I added on by using garden hooks? Let me know. I love how this looks in natural lighting. And also, this is a versatile piece, and it will be fun to switch out the arrangements as the seasons change. Once again, I am SD Kelly, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and give it a big thumbs up if you did. Also, I hope you will subscribe to my channel because I have many more great ideas to share with you. If you're interested in following me on social media or contacting me, I'll put those links in the description below. I thank you for watching, and bye for now.